Evening.
Hello.
Right. It's Let's Talk Trek without Richard and without Carl.
Just us chickens.
But I want to say a big hello and welcome to our friends from America, because we are live on Virtual TrekCon now as well, to all of America. And we have a special guest. That's right. We have dug one out. We have dug out a female presenter because we have been accused that it is all white males on here, so we decided to dig out a girl. So let's put our hands together and welcome Megan!
Hey guys!
There she is.
Hi.
Hang on, if Megan's watching, is hosting, then there'll be no one watching.
Oh, good point. We've just gone and stolen our only watcher.
Our only viewer is now hosting.
Oh, man. Oh, this is awkward, then, isn't it?
Oh, dear. Wow.
Anne-Marie's on board. Hello. Christoph, we met him. He's lovely.
Yeah, it was lovely to see you, Christoph, down at Destination last weekend. I hope you had a good time. Now,
we're going to talk about Destination a little bit today. Let's see who else is on. Ben's on. He's from Liverpool. We know where Ben's from.
G'day, mate.
G'day, Anne-Marie. Linda says, welcome to the Virtual TrekCon Minicon guests. That's us. Woo! Oh, yes.
Are we Minicon guests?
We are Minicon guests this week.
Mm.
Gary Payne. We know him. He 3D prints things.
He's a absolutely sound chap.
He's a lovely bloke. Mark Cotton, we know who he is as well. He's a lovely bloke too.
It's Mark.
And Nadim. Now, Nadim, I am really sorry. He came up and said hello to me at Destination. He's like, hi, I'm Nadim. And I was like, yeah, fantastic, I'll catch you later. And I just thought I vanished because I had to run off and do a job. And I never got a chance to catch him up afterwards.
True, he did come up to all of us, I think, and somehow that was about as much as we saw of you, Nadim. Not sure what happened there.
I assume he's referring to Megan. Now, Meg's camera sometimes goes green. But don't worry, it's because she's auditioning for the role of the Hulk.
And also crappy hotel Wi-Fi. So,
crappy hotel Wi-Fi. So, right, Anne-Marie wants your data sweater. Let's get that out of the way.
This particular sweater, the present Mrs. Dillon hates it. And frankly, I don't like it very much either, but it was a flavour in Sainsbury's or something about 4 years ago. And because they looked a bit DS9-y, everyone I know ran out and got one. And this particular one is this evening covered in the vomit of my son, who's not particularly well this evening. And he's thrown up all over me at least 3 times, and I think over his mother as well.
Linda says hello to you.
Sweater, though, it's got to be honest.
Christoph enjoyed our meetup. Now, Christoph nearly never got in because he had passport issues. Apparently, he picked up the wrong passport when he left the house. Good evening. Liam Dillon, Aaron Patton. Right. Okay, so while these guys all natter on text, we'll start putting your text up throughout the night. Don't worry. Keep nattering. We'll throw your text up there. We're going to sort of run through the show now. We are missing some people, and we've got standby Green Megan to sort of cover for us. She's in there somewhere.
Special guest, Pepper.
Go away, Pepper. Right. So, if you don't know who Megan is, I thought we'd start with a Who is Megan section. James, would you like to see? I was surfing the internet and I found a video.
Now, this is the bit on Top Gear where everyone goes, whoa, and then he says, but then I found this.
Yes, but then I found this. So, we went last week to Destination Star Trek. Now, do you remember that convention? It was a week ago.
I remember it through a haze of alcohol.
Yes. Do you remember when it was announced? When Destination Star Trek was first announced, all the way back in 2019?
Oh
no, I can't remember.
You don't? Tell you what, let's use the magic of the internet to remember when they started announcing guests.
Oh no.
This is amazing changes and things like that on the convention. But I'm not going to say this. I'd like to bring you on from Showmasters themselves, the man behind all this. Please welcome Jason Joyner.
What is happening?
Thank you.
It's a special announcement. Don't know what's happening.
I'm no different than you guys. I'm just a Star Trek fan that just wanted to go to a big Star Trek convention. That was an idea we had about 8 or 9 years ago. And you guys here are living proof that we can do it. We had something quite amazing in England. We have a fan base, all of you guys, that make it possible. I really do mean that. I've said it a few times in different talks with you guys that you did make it possible. You committed to come to the show, trusting us and running a good event. You are the people that make it possible. Thank you to every one of you for doing that. But also, please keep spreading the word. The more people we have to an event, the more we can do with the event, the more guests we can book, the more things we can do. So if you want it to happen, you can make a difference. I'm just a cog in the wheel, but I love what I do, I care what I do, and I love to see all of you guys having fun, and I love to come to a show with a shuttlecraft in the doorway and things like that. So, from me personally, thank you, each and every one of you, okay? So, we've got some news for next year. There's a couple of rules going around this with last month, that's not the case.
Thank God.
I think we are going to stick with going once a year because that way there's so much Star Trek being produced on TV. If we catch it right, we get like this year we got the Picard display, but next year, if we didn't have a show, it'd be the year after, and then the Picard stuff would be packed away and stored, so we wouldn't get that. So having it once a year, we get new cast members from the new shows and new props and access. So we think it's the best thing to actually keep going each year. Some of you will be able to come every year, some will skip a year, but have a look at the guests, see what you think is going to be there. If you like the new show or if you want to see something at our show, then choose. But we will provide the opportunity for you to come and actually enjoy a weekend and see lots of new things, as well as a tribute to our old shows as well. So next year we have a new venue.
What?
And a new date. Action new date.
Oh! London! Okay.
I think it will be popular, it makes it easy to get to, and the building looks like the interior of a spaceship, so that works well. Next thing, you all want a captain, don't you? Action the captain. And next year is a celebration of what?
25th anniversary!
Action that. Now next guest. Any other one? And you know where that's going. Okay, we're going to celebrate Voyager. We're going to have a Voyager bridge for you. We will still have other guests from other shows, and we'll have guests from Picard, we'll have guests from Discovery. We're going to have a great weekend together. But please help us. There's difficult times in the world, and everything's up in the air. But if we get the word out, let other people know this is happening, we can make a difference. We can make this even bigger and better and have more fun together next year at Excel. So we look forward to seeing you there. Thank you ever so much.
Wow. Could you tell that somebody was excited when they announced certain guests and features?
Yeah.
James?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so yes, we found this clip of Megan doing a trip around destination. We thought it'd be nice to show it because she's so excitable. If you've not seen her, you don't know who Megan is. She's one of our regular viewers, but we sort of just decided to steal her as well because we can. Now,
well, she's very, very excitable, isn't she, Dan?
She is very, very, very excitable. So what I thought I'd do is, while we natter, I would leave this video running here, which is actually a footage from inside Destination Star Trek this year. So we can have a talk while there's some video playing.
Whose footage is this?
Yeah, it's some random YouTube person that I borrowed it off. Borrowed, stolen. Yeah, you put it on YouTube. It's in public domain. Tough luck.
There's William Shatner exercising his toupees there.
Exactly. So if you wasn't at Destination Star Trek, this is what you missed. So we just seen the shuttle, and there was a halter. That's all stuff you can buy. Lots of things to spend your pennies on. Now we all of us appear in this video at various points. So if you see one of us, shout oi. Let's have a look. So let's have a look. Anne-Marie says, The deleted wife was there with a Michael Sullivan. I didn't know that.
Yeah, she was really good as a cosplayer. I love that.
Can I channel Kate Mulgrew? Here we go. Ready? Computer, delete the wife.
Is it that simple in real life, James?
My divorce practice would be a lot easier if I could just computer delete spouse.
There'd be less need for lawyers, wouldn't there? So if you're for one of our friends from America that's watching and you have no idea what a British or a European Star Trek convention looks like, this is it. It's a bit different to Vegas, I'm told. James, you have the privilege of having done Vegas. So
I haven't been to Vegas.
have you not? I thought you have.
No. Well, I've been to Las Vegas, but I haven't been to a Las Vegas con.
Oh, my mistake. I thought you had.
No, I went to the experience while it was there, which was fabulous. I got there about a year before it closed, but no, I hadn't been to any of the cons.
All right, I thought you'd been to the convention. My mistake. Yeah, so this is it. Well, this is filmed on the Saturday, so you should be looking out for me, James, and Richard in.
Ah, yes, our Love Boat uniforms.
Yes, we're on Love Boat uniforms at this point. I think that we're on the stage when this is being filmed. So if you're watching, down that room, down that corridor that says no exit, that's the green room. There's someone who's lovingly put up the thing.
Whee!
Different Dylan who went to Vegas. That's the Enterprise Bridge, which they will very helpfully zoom in on, so you can see the original Enterprise Bridge. Meg, what did you like at the convention? What was your highlights this year?
I think just getting to see everyone again, because obviously we've been stuck with the COVID pandemic for so long and not being able to do stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just nice to get to meet up with all my old friends and like meet new people and just have a good time and have a fun weekend. Yeah,
I agree. This is the screening room where they were watching various episodes. Now, in previous years, am I right in saying that the screening room was actually a covered room? It was dark with a bigger screen?
Yeah, I think it was more like a sort of theatre room. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely remember it being a bit dark.
Anne-Marie, actually, a lot of people got a free bag with the package. So a lot of the tote bags you see come free with various packages they were offering.
That's the Discovery Bridge chair that we. Whoa! God, I feel like we're in one of those episodes where we're being slung around. Yeah, that's the Discovery green screen chair. Oh, now if we're on the stage, this is the stage we were at. So we could be. Oh, whoa, this is the Voyager stage, I think it was called.
I was amazed actually at the amount of people that had done Lower Decks cosplay, considering it's relatively new.
I saw loads.
Yes, I'm trying not to feel seasick watching the footage. Yeah, so British Star Trek Convention. Here we go. We're going to at least play while we're in NASA. James, your highlights this year? What did you love?
Oh, well, it had to be. I mean, it's a bit passé to say it, but it was definitely just getting together with all my friends again and seeing people. There's Andrew Cooper. Nice to see him. Because the last event we went to before COVID became a thing was the SF Ball in February of 2020. And then shortly after that, the world fell off its axis, didn't it? So,
did indeed.
This was I mean, to all intents and purposes, it was a much smaller con than some of the destinations we've had in the past. There were fewer guests, there was less to see. But that wasn't the point of it. The point of it was that we were all together and we spent a lot of time in the bar and so on. And the parties where there was this fantastic DJ keeping the party going. That was the key thing.
That's fake Tony Lee.
I said the stupidest thing to Tony. I was wearing like a suit, and I said, "I've come dressed as you this year," because it did look like the last time I saw him wearing a suit.
Right, but then it turned out there was a guy doing an even better Tony Lee than you was.
Yeah, he said, "Oh, I like your tie," and I went, "Oh, it's a Doctor Who tie," and he just looked at me as I was an idiot, and I thought, "Of course he knows it's a Doctor Who tie. This is a guy who's written for Doctor Who." I was like, "Oh." You do sometimes. Oh, that's the Voyager Bridge there.
It is. There's the Voyager Bridge. The much talked about. You heard Megan getting all squeaky about it on the video. Voyager Bridge. Did you get a picture, Meg?
I didn't. No. Didn't get a chance to get
Don't worry,
there.
Megan. We'll sort you out.
Now, People have been talking about online about the Voyager Bridge. I think when you look at it here, it's like, oh, okay. But actually, all the photos I saw of it actually looked really good in photos. And you got to remember, in the photo, they're really
it looks a lot better in the photos.
Yeah, they're really cropping up, like, yay much of it. So, it really got in. Let's have a look. What else we got? Loads of stuff going on in the video. I'll leave that sort of play. Let's have a look. Nadim says that the Voyager Bridge was a bit of a letdown. Oh, that's a shame. Disco Cast was a highlight. Wilson, David, and Patrick in particular. Liam says there's not enough people wearing masks. So masks actually
was poor at times, wasn't it, Dan?
Yeah, although we weren't actively encouraged to wear masks. It was an actual rule.
It was a condition, wasn't it, Dan? Didn't they say we require you to wear masks unless you are medically exempt?
They are. Oh, yeah. Who are those lovely chaps?
Wearing
masks.
There you guys
are. In that case, you're off to just go and do the quiz at that point because I've already gone round. It's you and Richard wandering off to do the quiz. These are our friends from Starship Hero Collector people. Home of the Mail-on Freighter.
Doesn't appear on that chart, so far as I could tell.
No, I had a good look on that chart. There was no Mail-on Freighter.
Anyone would think it's not one of their favourites.
You say that, but look at some of the stuff that's on there, and you think, wow, you put that on there, not the Mail-on Freighter. This is the mystery box guy. He was selling some cool mystery box things. Let's have a look.
Wearing a kilt there.
So Chris says, how did Hide the Gold Freighter go?
Well, I've got a prop here.
Yep.
That's a sign that may or may not have appeared on the Hero Collector stand, along with the said Gold Edition Mail-on Freighter.
It did. We have a photo of that. We will put it up later.
It went further than that, though, didn't it, Dan?
Yes.
So either you or Richard presented the gold Mail-on Freighter to the man behind the desk and asked if he had any more?
Yes, to which he seemed ever so confused that there was a gold edition of this Mail-on Freighter. And he's like, that must be rare. What? I don't remember this.
No, he then claimed that they had made them. He seemed to think that they did stock them. So, he was totally taken in.
Let's have a look. So Christoph says, masks were required in theory. I will wear mine even for my guest photos. Kate commented, good for you, which is great. And Liam says, one of the reasons we didn't go to many people taking chances was going next year. Of course there is next year. Now, we're going to talk about next year in a couple of minutes. So, yeah, that's the end of the sort of videos. They do a bit more walking around, but that's the basic of it. So if you want to know what Destination Star Trek looked like, that was it. So we went around it in about 8 minutes. So, well, normally we do a collectible, but we haven't got one this week.
We do have a cocktail.
But we do have a cocktail. Let's do cocktails.
No, that's the wrong song.
Oh.
Right, now, this week's cocktail is a very special one. This is called the Kronos Bowel Blaster. And for this, you will need...
Oh, God. A bowel blaster. This sounds fun.
Vodka. I'm just going to use a single measure.
Did you buy a small bottle or have you got really big hands?
Both. And you know what they say about men with big hands? Big gloves. Right. So I'm going to put that into my special edition Hero Collector cocktail mixing device.
Ah, the one that doesn't have any Star Trek reference on it whatsoever. That one.
Actually, it does. Let's see. Can you see the sort of shot glass in the middle there?
Oh, right, that has a Delta. All right, sorry, I didn't notice.
With the batleth on it.
Oh, okay. Is it one of those you have to really pay attention? Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, it's the wine glass. There's an Enterprise in orbit of it. Look, there you go.
Fair enough. I didn't pay enough attention. I quickly looked at the thing and went, oh, that's not very Star Trek.
Right. You're supposed to use Grand Marnier. But I don't have Grand Marnier, so I'm going to use Cointreau. Just a smidge of that. In we go. It's going to be terrible, I can tell. Right, the juice of 1 lemon. So I'm using my pre-prepared Ferengi Jif lemon. Let's just give a squeeze of that in there. It's going to be tart. So vodka. And of course, the secret magic ingredient, the warrior's drink.
Did you Google cocktails that involve prune juice?
Well, of course I did.
Who'd want prune juice in a cocktail? Jeez.
So I guess right, it's going to be tart, it's going to be highly alcoholic, and it's going to make you go to the toilet.
So let's give it a little swizz. Now, in place of ice, I'm using these refrigerated plastic things because they don't then melt and dilute your cocktail. Ooh. And there we have it. Now, does anyone know a cough syrup called Cavonia? That's exactly the sort of texture we're looking at there. Blimey. Okay.
Your reaction says it all.
Tasty.
You know the Cavonia I mentioned. It tastes like it as well. I think Lieutenant Wolf would love this. A warrior's drink. Now,
Michael.
Into the head.
Michael Dawn, what a guy. Right.
It sort of kind of grows on you. Yeah.
So we're going to have a quick talk about some collectibles, but it's not ones that we own yet. So we'll do collectibles that we don't own. Here we go. This week, coming up soon from our friends at Hero Collector is this. Ooh, isn't that nice?
Very
No.
nice.
What do you mean, no?
It's rubbish. Look at it.
It's not. It's
I mean, what
awesome.
What is it with Discovery having all these ships with bits cut out of them? I mean, what's the point?
Well, obviously, this bit here is so they can put the space swimming pool in, you know. I don't know. It looks cool. It's black and it's sexy. And it's got blue lights there.
Section 31, Discovery. Which century are we in this week? Is it the 32nd century? Or no, it's all in one piece. So presumably that's back in the 22nd century.
Active in the 23rd century. 872.13 meters.
They're pre-Kirk, aren't they? Yeah.
This is also coming out. Discovery refit.
This is another thing that winds me up about Discovery. Why is it the NCC 1031A? It's the same ship.
Well,
when the Enterprise was refitted, they didn't give it a new registration number. When it got destroyed and replaced with a new one, they gave it a new registration number. So I don't get this.
Well, it has been registered as destroyed, hasn't it? So,
Well, had it? I thought it had been deleted from all of Starfleet's records, which explains why it is that no one knew about the spore drive when they had the burn.
Anyway, moving on.
A gaping plot hole in Discovery. Can we just go back to that last image, Dan?
Oh, God. I knew you were going to ask me that one. Yeah.
Now, look at the dish. Look, the registration number's printed backwards. I mean, careless.
I shall make sure to tell our friend Ian, who was on the show a couple of weeks ago, who is in charge of this thing, all about that. Obviously, we're not knocking Ian's work. Next up, this is also coming out, Book's Ship, which is a sort of weird-shaped sort of thing.
I'll tell you what, Dan, when I flew to the States this week, just so I could watch Discovery legally,
yes.
And this thing sort of comes into a million bits and flies around like they do in Star Wars and stuff. I thought, I don't get this. I mean, what's it supposed to be?
What
is it? Is it meant to be like the Millennium Falcon?
Well, let's have a look at the comments. In the comments, it says, we're going to go back for it. Gary says, does your cocktail taste like Galloway's cough syrup?
I'm not familiar with Galloway's, but Cavonia is very much on the mark there.
I'd use Dr. Pepper instead of prune juice, but I'm not a bartender. Amber says that the
It'd
ship.
be a bowel blaster if I didn't use the prune juice.
Chris said, "Is the Section 131 ship matte black?" Yes, it is. More window rooms. That's the reason for all the cutouts, so you can have a window room with a view. Chris says that Megan spends far too much money at conventions and nothing left for cameras. That's why she keeps going green. Bookship is nice. Hero Collector obviously paid for the renumbering on the Discovery so they could sell more models.
Well, they do change it when it turns up in the 32nd century. They it sort of the engines are no longer connected to it, and it's got different coloured bits on it, so it's different anyway.
Now, am I right in thinking, Megan, that you met the person who played Book?
I did, yes.
Was he lovely?
He was. Yeah, very nice. And like you could just tell that he was really passionate about Discovery, and he was really looking forward to us all actually seeing it. But unfortunately,
strange. You should say that.
It's funny, I should say.
What, this slide didn't load?
Oh no!
What? Oh no. We'll come back to that then. What do you mean you don't load, you piece of junk?
Bash it, Dan, like Han Solo does. That'll make it work.
What? It's there, you piece of absolute...
Egg, don't drink that. It's fucking water.
You weapon. Okay, so we're going to do it this way instead. You're going to get to see how this works behind the scenes now, because I won't present, unfortunately. So we found out this week that Star Trek said, with 3 or 4 days to go, hey, by the way, if you're not in North America, you're not getting Discovery until 2022, because we're launching Paramount Plus, and you'll have to wait till then. So it's the entire Star Trek cast was like, what the
heck?
hell? After 1.5 years of it making, I could be really excited for premiere. Oh, hold on, you can't watch it.
Yeah, and then they pull every single season of Discovery off Netflix the day after.
Anthony Rapp. Ooh, sorry guys, it's all been cancelled. Anthony Rapp went on a 4-tweet rant. Wilson Cruz put it a little bit more simply.
That is all. That is the tweet. Plain and simple.
So yeah, that's what we're up to. So if you're waiting for Star Trek Discovery Season 4, you got till 2022, unless of course you can afford a cheap flight to America and back once a week.
Which is obviously how I've watched it.
Yes. Yeah, CBS blocked it.
I've rounded up my score for the episode to a solid 3 out of 10.
Oh, James. I will find out in 2022.
I'm not flying back for any more episodes.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what we're up to. Right, should we do some more actual news? I'm going to need to sort of play my slides. I won't present, which is really, really, really annoying. I've got all this set out. Sorry if you're watching it. It doesn't suddenly make sense. Like almost. Star Trek Magazine is back. Star Trek Magazine is back. Oh, yes. This is a new magazine called Star Trek Explorer. This is the first issue that's out, and you'll be able to subscribe to it. It is available as a physical and a digital download. Digital download.
Finish then?
I'm not sure, but this is the new official magazine. So lots of cool things in that. Make sure you grab a copy from your nearest good magazine store and or publisher and or electronic retailer, whichever one you want.
For those of you who are millennials, a magazine is a paper-printed product on which you can read news, articles, and look at pictures.
Yes. Right. Destination Star Trek is coming back. We were talking about this before. Destination Star Trek is going to be on the 30th of September to the 2nd of October 2022 at the London XL. Now, I appreciate that you can't see this now because the stupid screen isn't showing like it used to.
We can see it.
There you go. Yeah. Excellent. So, yeah, that's coming back, which I'm highly excited for. There is a range of guests. Bill Shatner, Robert Duncan McNeil, Ethan Phillips, Bob Picardo, Doug Jones, Roxanne Dawson, Tim Russ so far. Now, Megan, do you know that they're using your face to advertise 2022?
Yeah, the cosplay masquerade.
Hey.
Yes.
There she is.
From 2 years ago.
There she is.
That was the cosplay parade 2 years ago. I didn't have the guts to do the masquerade, so I thought the parade eased me into it. I didn't realise they were going to do that.
Are you pointing your phaser at Janeway there?
I think she's trying to point it at the
I was
ball.
aiming for the board.
Maybe she's trying to give Janeway's coffee a bit of a warm up, you know.
That Janeway, that's a friend of the show, Hedge Scout, who is from Ireland, and she's tremendously good fun. Superb cosplay.
Fabulous. I actually got to meet her the past weekend. She's lovely.
Anne-Marie wants to subscribe to the magazine. You should do, Anne-Marie. You should do. Have it delivered to your house by your local mail carrier. Absolutely. Chris says, Roxanne Dawson. Yoo-hoo! Christoph says, has Frakes already been announced and cancelled? Liam Dillon's avoiding abandoned us. He says he likes Meg, but not me and James. So.
There.
Oh.
Speaking of Frakes, look, there's one of the very last remaining Riker's Beard chromium badges there that I've still got.
Wow.
Magnificent piece of merchandise.
I remember getting mine 3 years ago.
Oh, there's a
at
blue
my
one.
first Star Trek con.
Yeah.
See, I have a confession to make. I don't have a set of Riker's Beard badges because they are exclusive for people who've done work for the Riker's Beard. And every man and his dog got presented with a set apart from me. I'm still waiting for the skipper to...
Dan, the special edition Riker's Beard con badge set featuring, oh, there we go, chrome, my favourite, the dark one, and then the maroon.
The maroon?
Maroon!
Do you ship to the Americas?
We haven't got any left. They're all gone.
Oh, that's a shame.
I can always do another set, I suppose.
Well,
so yes, I just change the uniform every series like they do on Discovery, so I can sell more tat. A bit like football clubs do.
Well, yes, that's always a possibility.
Well, that's something that football clubs do every year. They change their kit so that you have to buy another one.
So Megan's at London Film and Comic Con this weekend.
Yep.
What's it like?
Did you see Tony Lee?
I didn't see Tony this weekend, no, because I was absolutely mobbed because I was on the crew side this weekend instead of attending.
Ah. How busy was it, Megan?
Friday was decent, like one of the quieter days. Saturday, moderately busy for me and quite busy overall. And Sunday, again, quite busy.
I've seen pictures from Wales Comic Con takes over Telford this weekend.
Yeah.
Wow.
That seemed like that was in demand.
It took like an hour and a half for people to get in, and some people had to wait until about after 12 o'clock, and they missed all their photos because of how long the queue was to get in.
Yeah, obviously, I was seeing reports that at 12:48, the queue went out the building, down the car park, around the car park, and back towards the building again.
But that's a separate company from Showmasters, isn't that one?
It is, yeah.
I was just looking. It starts in -2 days. Counter. Oh dear! What did Christoph win?
Riker's Beard pencil.
Oh, well, I was carrying around those all bloody weekend, Christoph. Look, here's one. That's that. Yeah, that's the very rare Riker's Bread pencil.
How long have you had that one now? I'm pretty sure you had that in 2019, didn't you?
Well, they were a misprint. That's what they're supposed to say. And we have the Let's Talk Trek blankety blank pencils there.
Okay, so I have a confession to make. Nadim's put, I got my Spurs shirt signed by Marina Sirtis. Shall I explain my confession, James?
Did you get her to sign a shirt belonging to a different football team?
No. I did worse than that. I'm a terrible human being. So I met on the Thursday in the bar some lad who was excited that Marina was coming and he was going to get her to sign something. He said, have you got any advice as to what I can do?
I remember what you've done now. Yes.
He's like, how do I get Marina to say hello? I said, well, what you do? I said, she's a massive fan of football. And he's like, okay. I said, so all I need you to do, I said, you're going to walk up to her and say, what a massive Millwall fan you are. I said, she supports Millwall. She's going to love it. And he said, okay, I'm going to tell her all about Millwall. I'm going to go and research and tell her all about Millwall. I'm like, okay, fantastic. I didn't see him again, so I assumed she had him removed from the show.
No, Marina was here again this weekend, and from what I saw when I was walking past, she was like lovely as usual.
Yeah.
Not that I had much time to do anything because I was so busy.
So, to anyone that is watching that is possibly thinking of ever going to work at Comic-Con, would you recommend it?
I would, yeah, I really do. Like, I've met most of my con friends through volunteering, and it's just such a rewarding experience, and it's a lot of fun.
We want to say a big hello to your con friend that we know is in your room with you now off camera because she's hiding while you're on the show.
Yes.
What's
She's
her name?
hiding, she's here.
What was her name again?
Sophie, she's here.
Sophie! Say hello to
Come on,
Sophie, James.
Stick yourself on screen.
Sophie, stick your head in.
Are you comfortable? You want to? All right, just coming in. Here she is.
Hello, Sophie!
Hiya!
Everybody in the comments say hello to Sophie. Sophie's one of these people that makes conventions work. And without people like Sophie and Megan, there would not be conventions to go to. So these guys are what make the magic happen. If they were Mickey Mouse, they'd have ears and all kinds.
Oh, we had pudding on all weekend.
We had ears. We had pudsy ears on.
See, everyone's saying hello to Sophie. Lots of love for Sophie tonight. Lots of love for Sophie.
Yes, lots. Look at that.
More people saying hello to Sophie than there are to me and James, who are the actual hosts of the show. Wow. There we go. Oh, let's get all the hello Sophies in because everyone's putting in. There you go. You're the most famous person on Star Trek today. Congratulations.
Oh, let's chuck something out there, Dan, while I'm thinking about it.
All right.
So we had the benefit. Well, you did a lot of stuff at Destination. So you were the host of the parties. You DJ'd both of those. You hosted 2 panels on the Excelsior stage with the beautiful Emily Coots, whose DNA I now have, and some people from Discovery. And also, of course, we all sort of threw in together and did the quiz. But we'll be looking to host more stuff next year. So if anybody has any ideas of things they'd like to see us throw into the mix that we can do, apart from, of course, choose your choose, then let us know in the comments.
Yes. What was the most requested song, says Anne-Marie? You would expect it to be Star Trekking, and you would be wrong. It was not the most requested song of the weekend. The most requested song of the weekend was Rasputin by Boney M.
I thought it was the B-side of Tragedy.
There was also, yes. On a personal note, and obviously I'm being very polite how I say it, because I have to represent the show and the event, and I have to be careful what I say. If you go to an event and you see a DJ working hard, please, if he says he can't play your request or he hasn't got it, he doesn't need to be reminded of what that song was 55,000 million times, because the answer doesn't magically change. End of public service announcement. And what did Star Trek celebrities request the DJ to play? Well, there wasn't actually any Star Trek celebrities at the event, at the after parties this year, because they were all staying in a hotel.
That was the event, Dan.
Oh yeah, they were at the event, but they weren't at the after party because they were all staying at a hotel that was some distance away, I believe. But my understanding is it was a little bit of a distance away, and they had to get a bus. So,
shall we talk about John Barrowman?
What's Barrowman done this time?
Well, I just want to talk about that you've been pestering me for weeks as to whether I've received a package, and I haven't. And Daniel Mason, I now know that you've ordered every copy on Amazon of An Evening with John Barrowman and had it sent to my office, except it hasn't arrived. So someone somewhere has got a whole lot of coasters.
Yes, I ordered James 25 copies of An Evening with John Barrowman as DVDs. I have raised a complaint that they've not been delivered, so hopefully they will be getting replenished and sent back out to you.
Well, they're probably going to have to do another production run of An Evening with John Barrowman to produce enough DVDs to fulfill your order.
Oh, well, possibly. Most requested, was it the Inner Light flute tune? No, it was not. I had one bloke that was like, mate, can you play for the heart? It'll get everyone going. I'm like, oh, no, it won't. No, it won't. Go away.
Can we do a disco spoiler? Episode 1, there is a callback to Enterprise in there that, fans of Enterprise will enjoy.
Okay, well, so we can say as much as that, yeah. But we
that's
can't
not really a spoiler.
Yeah.
You'll get to find out in 2022. Yeah, so there we go. That's sort of been it this week. It's been a lot of stuff. Right, let's move on to more features, which I believe is when I pressed this one.
Whoop, whoop. God, I love that theme tune. It's better than anything we choose for Wish. But so yes, I I went on the internet probably 3 weeks in a row looking for a clip, and I don't think we've run Wish for 3 weeks because no one's had the time to upload the clip. But here's a little bit of real world science meets science fiction. Roll VT. No, actually, Megan, you say it.
Roll VT.
There. Yes, so that was a little clip there that showed the largest functioning spacecraft that mankind has ever put into space thus far, at least that they admit to, against the Enterprise D, which just shows how ridiculously massive the Enterprise D. What, Emma? What were we doing that amused you? Yes, so it's ridiculously big.
Yes, absolutely. So let's go through it. What did we all spend money on at the conventions?
Booze.
Obviously, if Mrs. Dillon's watching, we didn't spend any money whatsoever.
Well, no, most of it we spent on booze.
I didn't. Oh, yeah, we did actually. Good point. Yeah. So my takeaways from Destination Star Trek, if I can have a couple of minutes just to self-indulge, is this. Firstly, if you're going to meet your friends in London, and London's not a town that you've been to before, and one of you suggests, that's me, you should go to the Science Museum, which is cool. And then one of you suggests, let's go to Hard Rock Cafe, because it's just around the corner. It isn't around the corner at all. It is a 20-minute march across London.
What's the geography of the member of your group who's lived in London and is quite used to getting around it, not the chap who says, oh, it's just around the corner?
When something is this big on the map of London, that is about 25 miles according to scale. So,
Yes, Galinda, real mead. Look at that. There you go.
Gary says, why didn't they use the real Enterprise shuttle rather than the Atlantis?
Well, because that one never got into space, of course, Gary.
Yes, and 3D model availability. Turkey legs and mead. No, we didn't spend on that. Photo shot. We didn't do photos. I think. Go on, Megan. How many did you do?
12.
You only have to clear your throat first.
Did you say
12.
24?
12.
12. Gosh. Oh, hang on. I've got your bank manager hailing.
It's all right,
Yeah,
James.
I don't want to talk to them. No, go away. I don't want to talk to them.
James, it helps your bank manager has just commented. James's wife is watching, so we're behaving and not saying what you spent money on.
Well, that's
maybe.
Blackjack and hookers, wasn't it? Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so 12 photos. Which is your favourite one?
Ooh, that's a good one. Probably Garrett Wong. Like,
Really?
that one is my absolute favourite. Yeah.
Garrett's lovely.
He is.
What was your not least favourite one?
Oh, come on.
What?
I can't do that.
Why? You can't have a favourite without a least favourite. It doesn't work otherwise.
I've literally got them in front of me, so you're making me look through them to see.
Dear Showmasters, one of your employees is about to say which of your guests she didn't like.
So actually, I do have a funny story. I had a green screen photo shoot on the Saturday, but I had my blue TOS medical,
Right.
and the green screen made it look like I was invisible.
Oh, were you just a head?
Yeah, I was just a head, two hands, and that was it.
Oh dear.
So I had to get it reshot, and it actually ended up really good in the end.
Fair enough. We'll let her off. Chris says 12. He saw he didn't come. He only needed Roxanne Dawson, so kind of glad I didn't pay out to be disappointed. Chris, you would have been amazed that a couple of halls up, there was a board games expo. You could have gone to the board games expo and played Monopoly all day.
And directly opposite, there was a vets convention, and boy, can those ladies drink.
Yes. And boy, can those ladies drink. Yes. We had our Hawaiian shirt meetup, and one of them took a shine to Mr. Richard's Hawaiian shirt and tried to steal it off him.
Well, she did get it off him, yeah.
Yeah.
So she seemed to want to play when he said, well, could I have your shirt?
Yes. She wasn't playing that game. Gary did 9, so you beat Gary on photo shoots. Emma brought a gorgeous hand-crocheted cuddly toy horror toy at London Film and Comic Con. Is it cheating there, wasn't it, at DST?
No, I don't think so.
Now, Emma was going around in some sparkly, flowy TOS dress. You probably saw Emma.
I probably did in passing because I was at the sales desk today, so I probably saw everybody.
No, you probably saw Emma at Destination.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I probably would have.
Yeah.
Emma and I had a perfect TOS cosplay crossover, and we forgot to do it.
Oh.
Maybe next year. We can do it next year, Emma.
She spent a fortune at DST, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Christoph got 8 photos as part of his package and paid for 2 more. Do you know what? Do you know how many photos I did this year? None. Although we did do one cheeky one on the Bridget Enterprise original series. But we didn't pay for that. We just sort of wandered past and I went, hey, I'm going to be really, really cheeky. I'm hosting on one of the stages, but I really want a photo. And the girl was like, yes, fine. I think she'd been sort of had this by everyone who was remotely going onto stage, just like, yeah, fine. Just don't get me sacked. Chris is saving for next year. Yep, me too. By the time next year comes, I should have just enough money for it to all vanish again in a weekend.
Is that we're back in London, aren't we, next year? Damn.
We are indeed. Are you working yet or are you attending? What's the plan?
I'm not sure yet. I'm still making up my mind. More than likely attending, but I might change my mind at some point.
Are you in a crew hotel now?
Yeah.
What's it like?
It's all right, actually. It's not too bad. As long as I've got a bed to sleep in, I'm happy.
Oh. What's the rest of the crew like?
Oh, amazing. They're all lovely. Some of them are absolutely bonkers, but that's just what the crew family is. We're just one big bunch of crazy people.
So there was right. So I said this to my contact. I'm not going to say the lady's name because I don't want her to get bombarded by people. But I have a couple of different contacts within Showmasters that I deal with, and one of them couldn't be there because she wasn't very well last weekend, and one of the other ladies was wandering around, and I had a crew member that was essentially babysitting me. Well, she wasn't. She was babysitting the party, but essentially I get the feeling that she was sent there to just babysit me. And she was lovely. And I made sure to come find her and said, whoever she is, she needs a pay rise because she was amazing. And they're like, oh, yeah, we're making her like a crew boss next week for LFCC. So she's become like a crew boss. And she was one of my favourite crew members I worked with at Showmasters because she just wouldn't stop dancing and wouldn't stop throwing sweets at people. It's like amazing. Brilliant. So, yes.
Throwing sweets at people.
Yes, you missed this while you were off. You were off somewhere. I can't remember where you were on a Saturday night.
Well, after a couple of hours, I went back to the hotel bar so I could sit down.
Yes. So, do we have any hints, tips, ticks we should give people if they're coming? We found an off license very cheap next to the hotel.
Yes, the Nissa local.
James found that tinned gin was a way to get freebies out of people. Yeah. We'll do more DST stuff in a couple of weeks. We'll have Megan back on where it's more to talk about.
I recall that we were at the first panel of the weekend, and it was the Trekkie girls teaching people how to sing in Klingon. And we were sitting there, and I cracked open the gin and tonic and thought, that's it. I'm relaxed. I'm sitting here. We're in. Off we go. And that's the way to do a con.
Yeah. Anne-Marie says that we're talking her into going, by the way, to gin and tonic. So.
Oh, Anne-Marie, get your ass over here. Arse is a British word that means the same as American for ass. And yes, get over here. We're waiting for you to come over.
Do it.
It gives me great delight to announce that we do have an exclusive guest announcement for next year for Destination that we can do on this show.
Oh.
So, appearing next year at Destination Star Trek London will be, drum roll please. Let's Talk Trek! Woo!
Yay!
Yeah, so exclusive. We're there every year. Also, Chris Allsop, because we announce him as going, he's got to go then. So, we're announcing Chris Allsop. Essentially, we're going to do an alternative guest lineup of people that we just think should go, just to be guests, just to be like around so we can say hello to them. So, if you want to be on our alternative guest lineup, like Anne-Marie should be on our alternative guest lineup. Yeah, we'll have some fun. So, look, Gary says, found some photos of when Collectamania was in 2003 in Milton Keynes with Odo and Sulu.
Wow.
Was you alive in 2003, Megan?
I was 3. Yes, I was tiny baby.
In 2003, Megan, it may amaze you that in Hyde Park in London, there was a big marquee. And if you went into that marquee, they had basically the Star Trek exhibition, including a full Enterprise D bridge.
Wow.
It's true.
And you've just made James feel really old.
Yeah. Back in my day, that's how we did it.
Oh, right. So let's have a look. Chris, it's around my birthday, so double celebration. Well, strangely, Destination next year also falls 3 days after my birthday and after Carl's birthday and Chris's birthday. So, yeah. Birthday party at Destination, I think.
Or perhaps at the Hard Rock Cafe again.
Oh, I'm not walking to the Hard Rock Cafe again. Good God.
Well, no, perhaps this time we can get an Uber.
You know it's bad when your watch says to you on the walk to the Hard Rock Cafe, congratulations, you have done your monthly step target. And I'm there thinking, oh, wow.
You have me leading you along, going left, 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 right, left.
It was like yeah. You can see how the Romans got around so quickly. They had someone like James at the front just marching them through.
We've got 9 minutes till the reservation expires.
Yeah. And then we got there and she's like, oh, yeah, there's loads of room at the back. Thank you very much. But yeah, it was good fun was had by all. So we want to say a big thank you to tonight's guest star, who was Megan, who
Thank
will
you.
forever now be
Thanks for
known.
having me.
Lovely to have you.
Forever be now known as Excitable Megan for her reaction to the 2019 reaction video.
Oh god.
And we might
I'm
just
never
put
gonna
that
live
in,
this down.
we might put Megan's reaction video in our best of, which is coming up at the end of the year. We are doing a best of
Oh,
show
God.
of our best
Are
bits.
we? Oh gosh.
Indeed.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Indeed.
What have the Romans ever done for us? Oh, dear.
Well, apart from education, irrigation, agriculture, roads, transport.
Yeah, put up.
The Senate. Don't forget the Senate.
Yeah, put up.
The cloaking device. Yeah, what have the Romans ever done for us? And Megan, this is your opportunity. You only get one of these, so you get a free pass on this. Megan has a YouTube channel.
Oh gosh.
Go on, Meg. Use a plug.
I do. I haven't really posted on it lately, but I am going to get back into it. So I have a YouTube channel where I post fandom related videos, Comic-Con videos, things like that. And I'll probably send the link over so we can just pop it out. But it's Fandoms Unite on YouTube. There we go.
Woo. There you go. Fantastic. Thank you very much. So that has been Sunday night, or Sunday, wherever you are in the world. Thank you to our American friends for watching. If you like Megan, if you think she's amazing, give us a thumbs up or a heart emoji because she deserves it, because she's put with us this evening, and she's used all of her data allowance for the month while sat in the hotel.
You gotta watch
Yeah,
out.
I think I've used it up just at the con because the Wi-Fi was horrendous.
So yes, if you are watching, stay safe, be good. Thank you for
Don't
being.
have nightmares.
Right, let's press the button and end this one, shall we? To infinity.